everybody. Let's talk about the St. Louis Rams from a fantasy perspective. We're going to start with their top 10 pick, Todd Gurley. A lot of folks thought that, because of the knee injury, he wouldn't be available till late. We're seeing him starting to develop here. How high do you like Todd Gurley?
I say 5th or 6th round, but you have to draft him knowing he's not going to play in the first few games of the season. And Adams made a good comparison on the shows on NFL Fantasy Live with Jeremy Hill. Right?
Sure.
Maybe you don't get a lot out of him early. Just hold on to him because at some point he is going to come on, be the featured back.
Adam Wright?
Yeah, I absolutely draft this guy somewhere around the 5th round. To me, when you look at it at the end of the year, Todd Gurley is not going to be amongst the top 10 running backs. But you know what? I don't care. I want somebody who is going to go out and be winning me games at the end of the fantasy season, and you just have to have a little bit of patience. He is an elite talent. When you're out there, when you're breaking Herschel Walker's records at Georgia, you're pretty special. There is a reason why this franchise used a top 10 pick. They need a lot of help on offense.
Sure.
They used a top 10 pick on him. That should tell you something.
They spent a top 10 pick knowing they got a pretty good running back in Trey Mason. He's the forgotten man there. Where are you taking Trey Mason?
Well, I think you could wait on Trey Mason because everybody's so big on Todd Gurley. You can get Trey Mason probably sometime after around 6 or 7. So that's fantastic. And look, I know at some point Todd Gurley is going to take over as the main guy in this offense. But the Rams are going to bring him along slowly. It's not like this team's one piece away from winning a Super Bowl and they're going to try to rush him back onto the field. Okay. They're going to take their time with their top 10 pick, which means you can still get a lot of value out of Trey Mason. I think once we get to November and December, we'll see these two kind of splitting carries on an equal basis, so there's still some value there.
All right, Adam, let's talk about Nick Foles. He goes from Philadelphia, a high-powered offense, one not quite as efficient in St. Louis. How do you forecast Nick Foles' fantasy value?
I don't care for it.
You don't care?
I would look in another direction. There's a lot of other guys I would trust before I would want to have Nick Foles on my fantasy team. He's getting a shot there in St. Louis, but I really... Just under this whole Jeff Fisher regime, they really haven't done a lot offensively. I don't really expect that to change, especially not from the quarterback position. I'm looking at Todd Gurley, and that's it. And don't give me any of those wide receivers like is Tavon Austin. Is it? Nope. None of them. Don't even. I will block you on Twitter if you ask me.
They've got like 11 wide receivers over there, but none of them are really productive. I mean, Brian Quick, he's like the best option they've got.
That's not very good.
Yeah, and honestly, they don't throw the football enough. I mean, you look at they were 23rd in pass attempts, 20th in completions, 22nd in passing yards. Not very good from a fantasy perspective.
You don't like it. All right, well, that's going to do it for our fantasy preview for the St. Louis Rams. Be sure to sign up for free fantasy football right now at NFL.com/fantasy. We'll see you.